Hi, my name is Nosha. Some of you guys know me as Joe on Spurs Video Podcast. But I don't know what to call this podcast. Everton proved too sticky, even for Spurs. Moyes, third loss in a row with the third loss in a row. David Moyes puts Harry's Redknapp's Spurs for another sticky patch. I don't know. Few observations. First of all, it's really funny how it says a few things. Well, a lot of Spurs fans, because what I don't know, it was 40,000. There must be what 5,000 tickets we allocated, and they're all saying Bale plays on the left, Bale plays on the left, and when they're saying that, it's something quite obvious that I love Bale, and I think it's important to get into plays in Everton because I think it does help him develop. But he is absolutely adverse to using his right foot, and he attacks the byline, and you know he's not going to use cut onto his right foot. He's not. It takes even if you see like the best inverse wingers, your your Robbens, your Ribery's, they never go to the byline. They never go to the goal line, for an across because why would you cross with your weaker foot? That's the first thing. Eunice Kaboul, very, I don't know. The moment he played defending pretty well, showed lots of concentration, and then for some reason, inexplicably, doesn't challenge, and then allows a player to go right through him, which I think was just ludicrous. And then not only that, it's his want to take free kicks, dude. I know you're a big guy, 6'3", whatever, but and as powerful as you haven't got an accuracy. You don't get that ball to dip, and these balls are a lot lighter than they used to be. So you need a lot more control over it. I don't know how Harry Redknapp lets him take the free kicks. I'm surprised that why the other players let him take the free kicks. And some of the passing he's done has been absolutely woeful. Rio Ferdinand, he's not. And I don't know why he's trying to be. Yeah, he can bring the ball out, but he'll lose the ball. Just keep it simple. Do the Michael Carrick. When you bring it forward, and you are going to do a rampaging run, do you know what I mean? Stop, and they'll back off and look for a player to pass it to the side to. At least you brought yardage at least. Luka Modric, this is the thing. I know Aaron Lennon's an important player. Gareth Bale's an important player. This is how it was. Modric is our maestro. Everything runs through him, and he's our most important player in the team. That's why, if we were to lose Van der Vaart, I'd be like, yeah, it's a bit of a worry, but he doesn't make our team. Luka Modric makes our team tick, and to do that, you have to be in the middle. And we've built our team around that, And so he's the last player I'd sacrifice, by playing that position. I don't know why he's doing that. Is it the England thing? Is it an uncertainty? I don't know what the hell's going on. Obviously, Harry's not going to say it's the England thing because that will say he either wants it or he doesn't want it. And he can't say it is because that shows he's taking his mind off the job. It shows a bit of lack of professionalism. Which is undeniable. It's there, but I mean, he has been strategy. Of course, he has. Who wouldn't be? But it's hard not to be. But it happens. As my friend Mick Tomkinson says, you know what? There's a lot of plastics fans out there, and Spurs are not, one of them. We have them. But the way I look at it, this is just my point of view on this. In the second half, we played a lot better. We obviously managed to reorganise. We still kept playing Bale on the right, and then we moved to the left and started doing well. We just need to be able to do a bit more of that. Saha showed some real skill there. I love JD. I met the guy, and if he was JD was a real lazy fuck, then I'd say, yeah, do you know what? Screw him. But he's not. He seems really hardworking. He, does a lot of hard work for the team. Does really work hard. He's nowhere near as selfish as he used to be. He's really eradicated that from his game. The one thing he hasn't put out is that one eye on the ball, the other eye on where their offside line is, how deep they're playing. Keep yourself to that. So the minute the ball gets released, that's when you get it. If you're standing a yard offside, not even daylight, not even an inch, at least half a yard offside, then they're not they're gonna rule you offside, dude. Um, it is disappointing. 3 wins, three losses in a row. It's just, boy, does it suck. It sucks big time. But it's one of those things. We had a purple patch, and we just could not seem to be defeated. Then it all gets turned around. it's football's just quick like that. As you know, I think Keegan said it well. 3 weeks ago we were Premiership challengers. Now we're in danger of losing third spot. It's just that. Even for possibly fourth. That's how. But as quickly as football can turn around, it can flip around the other way. And I think that's what Harry's got to do. I think Levy really now needs to pressure Harry and say, look, either sign this contract, commit yourself to us and the team, or you know what, I thank you for your service, but I'm not standing in your way if you want to go away to England. Because and that way, at least the players will know. I mean, it will be bad for us in some respects because he's like a lame duck manager. But I can't, right now the uncertainty is I think it will unsettle the players. They need. I think some of them have loyalty to Harry, and they owe a lot to Harry. Harry owes a lot to them, and if he does go, it changes the balance a lot. I'm gonna give my shout out to Craigie Boy, who also basically knows the same thing. Bale should play on the left. This inverse winger only works if you have another inverse winger, and Modric is not an inverse winger. He isn't. We didn't have any forward runs from Benny or Carl Walker. I mean, both of those. It seems like collectively there's a malaise around us, and we just need to get a win from somewhere, anywhere in the league where it counts. A good win where we just, things just start paying off, and you regain your touch. You basically anti-Torres, for want of a better word, because defensively, I mean, people say about how well we were attacking, and attacking we were superb. The first one of the season we were superb attacking, but what really impressed us was how good we were defending. Our defending was so good that teams could not attack us the way they wanted to. We put them on the back foot. Hopefully we can regain some of that. Anyway, I hope you guys get this video podcast. The last video podcast didn't work as well for some bizarre reason. I didn't record, but anyway. I'm not this. I just talked about the show on the mat, and that was Spurs from the UK. We have that one of those. I don't want to call Kaboul on it, but he did make some mistakes, and he's got to learn from this. And I think Kaboul's an excellent defender. I mean, in terms of the centre backs, there are great centre backs without a doubt. I mean, Vidic for me is the best centre back in the country. But above and beyond that, I mean, underneath Vidic, it's a huge gap, I think. And I think Kaboul is one of those defenders that, isn't a close second, but in terms of centre backs, I don't think he's amongst the worst, without a doubt. I think he's played a huge part in getting some more clean sheets, and a lot of that has been down to him. A lot of that to him, Friedel, Parker, everything. Sandro, for me, should not be playing with Parker. This is where you need Hudson. You need his passing and shooting. Kaboul, for whatever reason, he hasn't got Hudson's control of the ball when it comes to passing or shooting. It's just he just doesn't. Hudson's not mobile. He's not Vieira-like in his ability to get around and do those long busting runs and cover and break up attacks. And Vieira was probably an excellent midfielder. And it pains me to say it, he was. And if you can't get one player to do both roles, you have to use two players. But what you don't do is have two players doing the exact same role. And we had Sandro and Parker doing that. I think Livermore, one of the guys, I think it was Eggsy or Addison Sperm, out on Spurs from here. He said, look, put Livermore out there. He'll do a job. He'll do exactly what he's told. He'll run up and down. He's creative. He does get forward. When he goes forward, he does have quality. He's not going to be a nippy, pacey player like Livermore, like Lennon. Of course not. But he's a body going forward, and that's sometimes just what you need. And then hopefully we'll be more balanced. We are going to be playing Bolton next week. I don't think Lennon will be back by then. I really think we should get to 4-4-2 or if it's 4-4-1-1. And Saha played really well. Obviously I think he wasn't fully fit. That's why he was dropped off the subs bench. And Defoe, I know he gets offside. I mean, is it me? Am I the only one that's getting pissed off by it? But I've said this one. I'll say it again. I don't see Defoe or Sturridge being not Sturridge. Saha being beyond next season. But that's another story. Anyway, check out topspurs.com and spursodyssey.com as well. Anyway, there you go. As always, come on, you Spurs.